Welcome back to Eat District That Go. You know, one of my favorite varietals, Brenda's too, is the Nebbiolo grape. When you were thinking about Barolo or Barbaresco, you're thinking about Nebbiolo. Northern part of the country of Italy, in the region of Piemonte and Valtellina. Just wonderful. And this wine, Brenda and I tried not that long ago, and it's spectacular. We're so pleased to be joined by Tiziano Mercante from Villa Mercante, which is located there in the northern part of the country. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us about this. Now, this is a clone of the Nebbiolo?
Yes, this is a 100% clone of Nebbiolo that's been mutated in the hundreds of years there in this secluded area, but is officially 100% Nebbiolo.
Right, and it's Prenante is the name of the wine.
Prunente.
Prunente is the name of the grape. And when you say hundreds and hundreds of years, there's a document. In fact, on the back of your little portfolio about this, there's a letter that was found at the property. Tell us about this letter.
Actually, it's not a letter, it's a parchment will. I can show it.
Ah.
It was found at the local church, and it's actually a will that one of our neighbors was leaving a certain amount of prunente, and they used the name, to the local church in order to expunge its sins. Indefinitely, for a future generation.
Do we know how much wine there was, or there's like barrels of it, or just
Not so much, not so much.
Okay.
They're very stingy when it comes to wine.
Well, I bet they were. It depends on how much you wanted to expunge. You know, I mean,
Apparently he had a lot.
apparently he had a bunch of it.
And this, sorry,
It's okay.
the date on this parchment will is May 13, 1309.
1309.
So that officially certifies the existence of this variety of
Right,
wine
right.
since then.
Now, how long have you owned this property?
Well,
Over
my
700
family
years.
owned
All
this
those
family,
years.
Yeah, for generations. I was
Wow.
born in the property. My mother was born in the property, so we're going back. My grandfather.
Right. And how long have you been producing this wine yourself?
Since my grandfather passed away, then we reorganized the vineyard, and in 2010 we had our first production.
Nice.
Ah.
And you can get it here in the United States, but you have a distributor that you're trying to work with to be able to get into the retail stores.
Yeah, right now we started, because remember, we're a very small boutique vineyard. We have a very small production, about
Right.
10,000 bottles, 860 cases. So we started to import it in California. We have a good distributor there, in Tennessee, and also in Florida.
Right. And you can learn more at Villa Mercante, MERCANTE.com, villamercante.com. The wine is excellent. It's outstanding. The Nebbiolo grape is it's got so many different applications to it. Whether Barolo left in a barrel and bottle longer than Barbaresco. Tell me how you produce this. How long is this kept in a barrel, for example?
Okay, this, first of all, we do the natural fermentation, which is only 10 days. We try to keep the temperature control below 30 Celsius in order not to spoil the aromas. Then we put it to rest on a steel vat for about 2-3 weeks. Remember, this is winter already, so we leave it outside so the sediment just naturally can go, because it's not filtered. We don't filter.
Right.
The sediments go down naturally. Then we skim it and we put it in the barrel. And we leave it in Slovenian oaks for a year, 12 months.
12 months. And you know, it's got such depth to it. Do you mind if we taste?
Yes.
Please.
Yeah, it's got such depth to it.
And then after that, we put it in a bottle and we leave it 1 more year in bottle before we release it.
Right. So which year is this?
This is a 15, actually.
Okay.
Which is a very, very good vintage for
Yes.
all Italian
Well,
wines, right?
Because of global warming, every year has been better than the previous.
Is that right?
So,
Yeah, 15. I keep reading about the Brunellos, for example, much further south in Tuscany. Everybody said, what a great year for this. And 16 is going to be better, they keep telling us.
Salute.
Cheers. Salute.
Salute.
Thank you so much for coming in. Again, the name of the wine is Prunente, Prunent. It's a DOC. Would you explain to our audience what DOC represents for you?
the denominazione di origine controllata. So it's a government entity that comes to the vineyards, they count the plants, they check all the process. Basically, it's a quality process. You're gonna see it in every Italian bottle who has this little fascia, these little things.
Right.
This is a governmental label, let's say.
And the Italian government is there when you're producing and when they're looking at
They're
everything.
very, very strict.
You know, Brenda and I used to work for Martini, and right outside of
Rosso.
Alba, and the government guy was standing. I'm not sure what he did, because they're making tens of thousands of barrels, and
Oh, they check.
everything
They
you
do.
checked it. So where does this go from here? Can you produce more? Would you like to produce more than the 10,000?
Our motto is one family, one vineyard,
Right.
one wine. we only produce this one. We don't produce lesser or better one.
Right.
This is the wine. So, and we only have a certain amount of acres. So we pretty much already expanded.
Where you
We
are.
bought everything around us.
Right.
You know, we bought the entire mountain, so we cannot buy anything
That's
else.
it. Do you have to replace the vines periodically?
As people, the vines die, so
Right,
for
right.
unknown reasons. So we have about 5 to 6% a year of mortality of all the vineyards. So every year we replace quite a few.
Right. You know, it's a fascinating grape.
Right.
This, I would imagine, it's got great acidity to it.
Absolutely.
And
what
so it's a wonderful food wine.
Yeah, and it's a long aging wine because of the acidity.
Right,
You
right.
can-
How old of bottles do you have?
well, the first production was 2010, but I still have in the cellar some wines that myself and my grandfather bottled in the year 1990, and I don't know if
And they're still
drinkable.
drinking?
But you're gonna you want to try one once in a while. You know, you don't have that
You
many.
need to.
They're also important.
20 years for this wine is okay.
Yeah,
It can last 20 years.
Oh, it's excellent.
But if you get the chance, again, to be able to find them online, Villa Mercante, MERCANTE.com.
Or just Google Villa Mercante or
Right.
Prunente, and a US distributor will appeal. And
Right.
appear and you can get it.
The name Prunente, where does that come from?
It's actually Prunent. It comes from prunes.
And you get it some
Because
fruit.
you get a lot of
don't you?
of plums
Right.
taste in the wine, and that's one of the explanations. They're not sure, but
And it does, you get
Right.
that prune flavor to it, which is, this
It's
is,
an easy drinking wine.
yeah, it is.
You know,
that's
it's
the
a
problem.
wonderful.
You can drink
Oh,
and drink.
Yes, you can. That is the issue. Although it's a good problem to have, a quality problem. You know, this represents the grape Nebbiolo differently than most any other one I've had.
Absolutely, because the minerality is completely different. Down in Langhe, most people know Nebbiolo from Barbaresco and Barolo,
Right.
and it's about 150 miles from us south.
Right. Oh, you're that
So-
far north.
Yeah, this is the northernmost growing region of red wine in Italy.
wow.
After that, it's only white wine from the Germans.
Right.
Because it's right there on the border of Switzerland. It's a little piece of Italy inside Switzerland, basically. A little
Little finger, little
yeah,
bit
inside.
of it.
So that's why it's so different. In our vineyard, if you dig a hole and you go down 1 foot, you'll find granite. The same granite you find in your kitchen is going to be there.
And that's where you get your minerality from. isn't it?
That's all, granitic soils. So it's completely different than what you find in Langhe.
Yeah, and that, and the long,
Isn't that
and
fascinating?
it's fascinating
It
the
really
way this all
is.
works. Do you have children? Or, and are they interested in this too?
They like to drink it.
Well, you've got to have them in there learning about
I
all
have
this.
3
how to
girls,
produce it.
so
Yeah.
I hope at least one of the 3 will get
We'll
it.
get
Right.
interested. I've got 3 girls at home too. That's why.
Okay, so
That's
you
why my
feel my
hair.
pain.
That's why my hair got
none
like
of them
this.
played football, though.
None of them.
They
No,
just-
not a single one. And that's why this hair got this color real quick. So what's the future for you? I mean, really, as you said, there's just as much land as you have, and you've planted it all.
Yeah, we don't buy grapes from anybody, so we don't want to expand.
Right.
We would like to have it in more selected places around the world, and we do already have it. We have it in Italy, northern Italy, we have it in Switzerland, some in Germany, some in Belgium, now the United
So
States.
you kind of handpick where you
but we
want to
don't
put
wanna,
them.
we don't want to have it in every pizzeria
No,
around the globe.
no,
so
no,
we-
no.
we
Now
would
you
like-
were just there tending to the grapes,
I was there
right?
doing the winter pruning because it's a job that only myself and my father do that because it's the most important job in the vineyard.
Right. Yeah.
So you pick and you cut and you decide what the vineyard is going to produce the following season.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. It's a wonderful wine, I can tell you. And someone who loves Nebbiolo, this
Yeah.
is a unique Nebbiolo that is a wonderful food wine that has that prunish kind of a flavor to it with great minerality, great acidity to it. So it's a great food wine as well. Learn more. It's villamercante.com. You could also, as Tiziano says, just go ahead and Google it and you'll find more about it. But I love the story of the
Yes.
parchment. See, this is the other thing. If you're a sinner, just consider
right.
that maybe
You
this
drink
is
this, We've just-
you're good.
We're
or you,
good.
Or you give it to a neighbor. Or you can always send it to me. Just send it to Jimmy, care of It's Eat This, Drink That Girl. You know, hey, thanks very much. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you
doing this.
so
What a
much for
wonderful,
coming.
wonderful
Thank
wine.
you for
All right.
It's a terrific bottle, and I hope you all enjoy it. It's a dry, elegant structure with soft tannins. It's unique. We'll come back with more right after this on Eat This, Drink That
Go!